welcome to RiverCity-Media's special presentation of the Sylvania Round Football Show. Yes, sir, we are back for another season of Sylvania Round Football Show. I'm
As
Howie
long as you
Cheney.
make it, as long as you make it fun, Howie.
Yeah, I know we gotta
If
make it
not,
fun.
I'm leaving.
I understand.
Okay,
So
okay.
it's the Howie Cheney, along with QB1, the founder of River City Media, Randy Cunningham, and our guest tonight, of course, is the newest head coach of the Sylvania Rounds football, Coach Brad Waldrop. Coach, congratulations and welcome to your show.
Appreciate it, Howie, Randy. I appreciate y'all having me on. Looking forward to it.
Hey, Coach. We promised. It's the reason I made the jab at Howie. We promise three things: always respect the Sylvania Rounds. 2, to always make fun of ourselves, and 3, never to make you mad after a loss. That's our 3 promises to you forever.
Well, I hope you don't have to worry about trying not to make me mad very much then.
Well, you know what? I'd like to see you not be mad till about week 16.
Yeah, that'd be ideal.
Yes, sir.
Ideal, yeah. So first, I guess our first question is, after week 16 this coming season, you going to bring that blue trophy on here and talk to us again? Not no pressure on you, Coach, but just curious.
Chief, if we bring home that blue trophy, we'll do whatever you want to do, dog.
You know it's see-through now, so the whole interview, I want you to hold it up in front of you where we're looking through you through that blue trophy.
I hear you, buddy.
So, Coach, I've known you for, like we talked about before we went live, about 40 years, it seems like. For the new people that may not know you as well, give us a little background about you and your family real quick.
Well, I started here at Sylvania in kindergarten. My whole family, their whole life. I've got 3 older siblings, 2 older sisters, and an older brother. Every one of us completed our whole high school career here at Sylvania. I graduated in 1997. Good friend of mine, Sam Graham, started coaching. He took the head coaching job here the spring of my senior year. And I started coaching the secondary that spring here before I graduated. I stayed on here as a volunteer assistant for the next 18 years. During that span, I took the defensive coordinator position for about the last 10. During that stretch, I got married and had 3 boys. And, finally decided to go back to school and get my degree. And then after 18 years of volunteer coaching, I got my degree. And, now I've actually been doing it officially for a while now. So that's kind of the background, I guess, in a nutshell, Howard.
Absolutely. And we don't want to get you in trouble, so be sure to go ahead and mention your wife and kid's name if you don't mind.
My wife is Ashley. I'm not going to attempt how many years we've been married, but I think it's 24. It's 24, 25, something like that. My oldest boy is Styles. He's a Naval Academy guy. He's in the Navy now. He's in college in Rochester, New York, going to the Rochester Institute of Technology, going to be a nuclear engineer. My middle boy named Slater, he'll be here with me, be a 10th grader. And then my youngest boy's named Sander, and he'll be a 9th grader. He'll be here with me as well.
Coach, this first question is going to get me in trouble.
All right.
Where'd Styles get that from?
The intelligence part?
Yeah.
That's all from his mama, dog.
Okay. I'm just making sure. Us football guys sometimes don't break the IQ record, but that's impressive, man. Congratulations, Coach.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely. And Randy, I remember when I would go up there on Saturdays. Back then, they'd watch the game film on Saturdays sometimes to go back through and watch it. And he'd have his son, his newborn there, and he's sitting at the table there. That I think that he would change his diaper on occasionally.
Yeah, he's had his he's been powdered here in this room more than once.
So
he's probably at the Naval Academy right now.
Well, he's actually home for the summer, so we're proud of that. But
Oh, okay. Okay.
yes, sir.
How does it feel to be back home?
Because it feels good. Howie, I've been here and been there, but it's always been home. It'll always be home. If you cut me, I bleed green. Um, you know, couldn't be more glad to be where I'm at right now.
I know, just like you said, you're glad to be back home, closer to your family as well. Your mom and dad, they're big Sylvania supporters as well.
They are. And obviously mom and daddy's getting a little age on them. Having an opportunity to move back a little bit closer to home, to be in a position where I can better serve them in their later years means a lot to me.
Absolutely, because they took care of you and the brothers and sisters for all those years as well.
Yes, sir.
And the one thing that I like about y'all is y'all have a family outing at least once a year, if not twice a year, where everybody gets together and does it and goes and not just a family get together at their house or whatever, but y'all actually take a trip. I think every year somewhere.
We try to, and it's a pretty big challenge as the years have gone by. The family's grown significantly, obviously with 3 other siblings and everybody marrying off and having kids of their own. But family is a really high priority to me and to my family, and we try to make sure we make time for each other.
I'm going to pop a picture up real quick, let you look at it and tell us what your first thoughts was when you saw this picture.
All
I, and don't kill me when I pop it up.
right. That's a picture of me and my wife actually at a wedding that she wanted me to go to, so I went. That's not been that too awful long ago. That's 2 or 3 years ago. So,
My main question was seeing you and your wife up on the jumbotron there at Sylvania, meaning that you're back home. What did that really mean to you?
you know, I don't know if I got the words to explain it. Um, like I said, there's no place I'd rather be. That's as simple as I know how to put it.
Randy, fire off some questions.
Coach, you talked about quite of a journey outside of coaching. 18 years you did it as a volunteer. What'd you do for a living in those 18 years?
I was a home builder. Did construction work. For a long time, I worked with my uncle and for my uncle, Ted Waldrop. That he's still in the building right now. And then at the last 8 years of that, I went out on my own, had my own business there for a while. So,
do you find the teaching part of your career now rewarding? That you're actually doing it for a career?
I enjoy working with kids. I think coaching and teaching is a similar avenue to being a pastor or a preacher. I think it's somewhat of a calling. And I love working with young men or young boys, trying to turn them into young men. That's a passion of mine. Obviously, I'm really involved in our church with the youth, and matter of fact, about 2 weeks we're taking our youth to a conference in Atlanta. That's just who I am. That's what I do, and I love it. I enjoy it. Trying to help young people make decisions that'll make them into young adults that be productive citizens one day.
You already said his name, so I'll say it too. We support Sam Graham in his efforts at a Football for Christ, and he almost said the exact wording that you just said, and it's one of those things passed down. Somebody mentored you in that direction, at several probably family, coaches, and now you get the opportunity along with your staff and other people to mentor young people, and it's a powerful thing. You describe.
Well, there ain't no doubt it's a powerful position. A lot of people don't realize how powerful it is, and they underestimate the effects that a coach, a role model, a mentor can have on a young man. But I've been in it a long time. I think this will be this fall make 28 years that I've been coaching high school football. The more I do it, the more I realize the gravity of the situation and the effect we have on young men.
And Coach, I like to think that's why we do what we do. We play our little role, and thank you for letting us be part of Sylvania too. And we always feel like we're trying to make the young men better and give them a little exposure. This time for them is critical. They're becoming a men, and to put a little spotlight on them is not necessarily a bad thing, because right now is probably one of the times in their life you look upon fondly for when you're 45, you sit there, and I'm a lot older than 45, and you think about, hey, remember when we played this game or that game? These are real special years.
Oh, there ain't no doubt. To this day, if we get together, a group of buddies get together, the first thing we talk about is Friday Night Lights. And the experiences and all the things that happened, whether they was good, bad, funny, whatever. Those are the memories that you're making that last a lifetime.
And one of the first time I met you on the telephone, one of the first things I ever brought up to you was when you were in high school and played against DeKalb County, and how it was the greatest game I'd ever called. That was a great little run at Sylvania High School those years that you were a player.
It was. It really was. And a lot of that, of course, is, because of Coach Benefield and the mentality and the process that he brought with him when he came here. Now, we had some really good players, too.
You did.
But, developing that mentality, never quit, never surrender, that's a mindset. And that's about 95% of the battle.
And it never hurts to have someone named Anderson to hand the football off to.
That's true. That's true. Me and Coach Richards was kind of joking around a little bit the other day, and he said he couldn't remember her name. He asked me, and of course, Chad and Josh and Heath's mama named Rhonda. He said, "Yeah, Rhonda's probably birthed more touchdowns than anybody in the history of America."
Yeah, and it keeps going.
Yes, sir.
Now she's raising up the second generation of touchdowns.
That's right.
Coach, Howie, I'll come back to you after this. Now you come into the program, and of course, you've been an assistant, you've been a head coach. How long will be the installing of Brad Waldrop, head coach at Sylvania, offensive wise, defensive wise? Will it take all of fall for you to have a certain level of confidence in part of the package, or how much can you get in a limited time?
We won't have our full package in by week one. We'll be lucky to have our base stuff in as far as that goes. But I know football has to a point has evolved over the years. But when you get down right to the core of it, it's still the same as it was 150 years ago. The team that blocks, the team that tackles is the team that's going to win. It don't really matter when it comes right down to the end of it, what plays you calling on either side of the ball. It comes down to execution, doing your job as an individual, and then being successful as a team.
Absolutely, Coach. Howie, I'll go back to you. I'll just give Coach one slice of knowledge. Coach Benefield told us he only had 6 plays. He blocked it 258 different ways, but he only had 6 plays.
That's true.
Yeah, absolutely. I always gave Coach Benefield a hard time about having such a big clipboard. I'm like, Coach, you only got a couple of plays. Why you got such a big clipboard? And he's like, well, it makes me look smarter than I really am.
He told He told me, Coach, one day he got us on the air, and I asked him why he didn't throw to his tight end more that was signed at Troy or UAB. He said, well, Randall, I believe the objects scored touchdowns, and he scored 18 times on 21 catches. I don't know about you, but that's pretty good.
That's a pretty good ratio.
I never felt dumber or smaller in one. Go ahead, Alex.
Of course, Coach knows about how Coach Benefield can make you feel like that every once in a while as well.
He has a knack for that.
Hey,
Let's talk about your coaching staff a little bit. Tell us who you got on staff and what roles they're going to be playing.
Right now, got Ian Richards. Ian he'll be running the defense. As of right now, I'll be running the offensive side. Chase Willingham, he'll be coaching the secondary, working with the receivers and running backs. I'll probably be coaching the D-line as well as the O-line. Coach Jackson, he'll be heading up the junior high, but he'll be helping us with varsity, working with the front as well, defensively and offensively probably. For right now, that's what we've got.
Howie, let me interrupt. Coach, is that to get the same terminology into the junior high that you use at the high school level, letting somebody from your staff coach the junior high team?
Yes, sir. In conjunction with me. I'm a very hands-on guy. I'll be coaching the junior high as well.
Oh, I did not know that. Good.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Howie.
So, no, that's a great question. I might have got around to it later on, but I really doubt it. But
Well, I stole it from you, Howie. I had to jump in front of you.
it's all good. You got some more coaches that maybe join you officially later on, but we can't mention those at the moment because of legal wise. But you retained a few coaches from last year, which is good because they know about the players. And how have they helped you get to know the players a little bit better?
Well, having somebody's input that's already been here and been through a year with the kids, obviously they know how the kids are going to respond in different situations. They have a better understanding of the kids' abilities. So that gives us kind of a foot up on the situation as far as who might be able to do what in certain situations and positions, instead of having to really start from ground zero scratch and, not having a clue about, anybody's ability makes a big difference as far as a time saving factor. And they've already got relationships with the kids. They're good guys. They're great with the kids. Especially, Coach Willingham, Coach Jackson, they were here. Coach Richards is new to the staff just like I am, but he has been here once before. I can't remember what the years are now. But I think he's just been gone for like 3 years. So there's still some of these kids here that remember him.
So how does it feel coaching some of the kids that you went to school with their parents?
Yeah, it's every now and then I kind of see it in their eyes. I'll bring something up, and you can tell that mama or daddy, has mentioned something along those lines before about something that's happened, or I consider it an honor. There's a couple of kids on this team that I played with their daddies. There's kids on this team that played for me during that 18-year stretch. So, I guess the good thing about that is there really ain't no whole lot of surprises. Their moms and daddies definitely know what to expect.
Especially if they played with you or on the same teams and they were coached the same way you were, so they know what to expect. But me and you talked about it one day there at the field house. The way the world has got lately, it's unbelievable at some of the things that parents believe in these days.
Oh, there ain't no doubt. You hear people talk all the time, and people will say, I don't know how y'all coaches do it now the way kids are these days. Well, I got news for you. Kids are still kids. The only people that's changed is the parents. So them kids will conform to whatever you need them to conform to. You gotta take hold of the reins and lead them in the right direction.
Coach, I can't remember if I told you or not, but Randy's daughter is part of the flag football team up at Hickson. So he's got a kid that actually plays football as well. She's the starting center.
I hear you.
Coach, she's 5'6", 140, but if you talk to her, she's 6'6", 290.
That's all right. That's all right. If you're gonna be a bear, be a grizzly bear.
And I'm happy to say a member of the boys football team now as one of the student trainers. And the kid loves football, and that ain't good kids grow up the ballpark, Coach.
I hear you.
Yeah.
All right, Chief, I'm going to give you a heads up. I've been up here all day long. My phone's just it's on the brink, buddy, and that's what I'm on. So
Okay.
I don't know how much time we got left. However long 10% will make it, that's where I'm at.
Dude, we'll get you out of here faster than that.
Yeah, we'll get you out of here pretty quick. Let's get to know Coach Water a little bit away from the football field. What does he enjoy doing away from the football field?
I am an outdoorsman. I love to hunt and fish. If I'm not here, that's where I want to be. That ain't always the way it works out, but that's where I want to be. And like I said earlier, I'm a carpenter by trade as well. I've still got a lot of friends in that area, and a lot of people that pull on me to do this and do that. So I wind up doing a lot of odd jobs for friends and family. Try to help them out. So I'm either building something, or I'm hunting, or I'm fishing.
That's cool. I also know that you are a guitar player. What's the odds of us getting you on here playing guitar for us one night?
I don't know about that now. Now I'm a guitar player. I've been playing. I picked up guitar when I was about 14 years old, and me and my sister and my brother-in-law, we got a little group together, and we traveled and sang gospel bluegrass for about 15 years, and then we started having kids, and everybody getting pulled in every direction, so we had to shut that down. But I still play and sing. I play in the worship with the worship band at church and sing. My nephew and my sister, they still in that with us, so it's still a family affair. But I love music. I was born and raised, cut my teeth on bluegrass, and that's what I really love. But if it's music and it's got good lyrics and it sends a good strong message, I'm all about it. Now some of that stuff today these kids like to listen to, I could do without.
Yeah, I understand. Last question for you, then I'll turn it over to Randy for some of his questions, and then we'll let you get out of here. This is basically just like an introductory type show, and to let everybody get to know you a little bit. And so you're not a small fella no more like you used to be. You're kind of like me and Randy, and of course we enjoy going out and eating a lot. So where's your favorite place that you like going out to eat at, or your favorite food?
Well, I'm country boy at heart. So anything home cooking, I'm a Cracker Barrel kind of guy. That kind of food's right down my alley. Of course, anything, I'm not real picky. You can tell by looking at me. I definitely didn't get this big on air and sunshine. So if you want to cook something, bring it up here. I'm probably not going to turn it down.
Amen.
Absolutely, Randy.
Hey, Coach, you would say, I just got one question. If there was a member of this podcasting team that was a Tennessee graduate, would you hate him on the third Saturday, or would you wait till next year when they go play War Eagle?
It wouldn't have to be the third Saturday.
Oh, okay. We'll just go ahead and establish it then.
Yeah.
All right, Coach. Do you like college football? Do you have time during the year to watch many games?
I try to watch it, but now it gets hard. I grab some highlights, but I love college football.
Good. Coach, sometimes we got a little more time. We'll get on here and maybe talk some philosophy, offensive, defensive. But you know what? Tonight I feel like you probably just want to go home, and that 10% is probably running about 8 right now. So
She's dwindling in a hurry, baby.
Yeah, we appreciate your time, Coach, and thank you for coming on here with us.
Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all.
We're going to be back this fall every week with Coach Waldrop, discussing the previous week's game and the upcoming games that'll be taking place. And before we let you get going, you got a fundraiser going on right now, Coach. If you would, let everybody know about it.
We're selling discount cards. They're actually green in color, but we call them gold cards. They're $10 a piece. They've got all kinds of different discounts that you can get at local venues, whether it be restaurants or whatever it may be. I would say you use it 3 or 4 times, you're going to definitely get your money back. So if you ain't already got one, you know somebody that's playing football at Sylvania, that's 7 through 12. Definitely reach out to them and get you a couple of those cards.
Howie, could you get some of those example of a card where the discounts are and stuff, so we could post it and link it over or something, so that we could advertise it a little bit too?
Yes, sir. I was going to do that, but I just found out about it recently, so I hadn't had time to do that. So, but for all the ones that are listening, Lamone's is on there. You get a discount every time, and I know everybody enjoys going to Lamone's or Henniger and eating. And I think somebody told me after 2 visits, maybe 3, the card's paid for, then everything else is just extra money.
Icing on the cake.
There we go. Coach, thanks for joining us. We'll be back whenever you got another fundraiser coming up. We'll get you back on, like Randy said, talk a little bit of philosophy, find out a little bit about your players, and get ready for this upcoming Sylvania Round football season.
Sounds like a winner.
Good deal.
Congratulations, Coach.
Appreciate it, Randy.
Absolutely. Congratulations. So for Randy Cunningham, I'm the Howard Chaney, and the newest member of the Sylvania Round football show, Coach Brad Waldrop. I'm so glad I didn't call you Brad during the whole thing, because I've called you that my whole life. I made a
That matters to this show, Coach Waldrop. We're just
I made a conscious effort to practice all day, Coach Waldrop instead of Brad.
hey, I just consider myself eye candy to the show.
I hear you, Randy.
So, good night and God bless everybody.
All right, y'all have